joint goes out to all my Palestinian people going through the struggle every fucking day, while the whole world is blind to that shit. Yo, check it, yo. It's guerrilla warfare with AK-47s versus tanks and helicopters, so they aim for the heavens. Throw grenades at the settlers that invaded the land and degraded their presence. Now there's hate and aggression, so they take up their weapons and they raise Armageddon. For the days of depression, it's a state of depression. I'm an atheist rapper, I support Palestine, cause I'm sick and tired of Zionists, dog telling lies, and Palestinians getting ignored half the time. It's like the whole world's fucking born deaf and blind. Hear the raw battle cries like they're all there to die, and nobody gives a fuck, so it's warfare for life. And they all have to fight to survive today, at the risk of repercussion, that's the price they pay. Rather live like a soldier than to die afraid. That's the only motivation when the skies are gray. They buy grenades and rocket launchers, cause their enemies are fucking monsters. Use bulldozers to crush apartments, leaving families homeless. So of course they're seen as enemy soldiers in a war that can never be over until they give back the land they stole, that they used to expand their own. Plus they terrorize people with the right to defend their home, getting tortured and abused everywhere they go. These motherfuckers take pictures in front of dead freedom fighters, shoot a camera crew so we can't see the violence. They try to cover up all the crimes they commit. All the lies make me sick, so the rhymes that I spit will bring light to the shit and expose the truth. And if you don't wanna believe me, I can show you proof. To expose all these Zionist war criminals, made a sword kill them all, let them crawl on the stones like the cockroaches they are. Struggle goes on and we're not going to fall. It's like a neighborhood where the cops blow up your car, so you're forced to fight against the fucking enemies that break the laws of life. More precise, break every law that's ever been made, cause Israel is the only terrorist state. They got the nuclear weapons, but the crooks are protected by the same president that abused the election. Revolutionary tactics rise to power, and don't be fucking brainwashed by the lies of cowards, motherfuckers. Hey yo, the struggle goes on in the spider's web, and every day there's a chance for a violent death. And while you're fighting back, the lies are spread as the whole world seems to be blind to facts. The struggle goes on in the spider's web. Every day there's a chance for a violent death. And while you're fighting back, all the lies are spread as the whole world seems to be blind to facts. Yo, hey yo, the struggle goes on in the spider's web. Every day there's a chance for a violent death. And while you're fighting back, the lies are spread as the whole world seems to be blind to facts. Hey yo, the struggle goes on in the spider's web. Every day there's a chance for a violent death. And while you're fighting back, the lies are spread as the whole world seems to be blind to facts. I ain't never been into politics, but I'm into cats popping holidays, the people that shot a kid for their government. These motherfuckers need punishment for the suffering they cause. Suck them in the jaws, lock them in the morgue with the people they kill. Now that's keeping it real. Smell the coffee, a lot of Israelis acting like Nazis. This shit is ironic. These motherfuckers acting psychotic, and it's making me sick to my stomach. They got the nerve to judge people for defending themselves against the enemies that send them to hell. Being trapped in a cage with no freedom or justice, so I can't help being disgusted by these evil corrupted governments that have people abducted, snatched away from their homes. Of course the hatred has grown. When your everyday life is a dangerous zone, you're gonna try to survive any way that you know. So these kids throw rocks at tanks, and these pigs shoot back with live ammo. What the fuck is that? See, one thing you need to understand: what good are international laws when they can just rob your land? Build they fucking settlements and nobody's mad, cause they're supported by the government that bombed Iraq. How wrong is that? People don't like the truth, they close their eyes. Yo, Hey yo, the struggle goes on in the spider's web. Every day there's a chance for a violent death. And while you're fighting back, the lies are spread as the whole world seems to be blind to facts. Hey yo, the struggle goes on in the spider's web. Every day there's a chance for a violent death. And while you're fighting back, the lies are spread as the whole world seems to be blind to facts. I understand why people choose to be martyrs in graves instead of living half their lives feeling scarred and enslaved. And I have very little time for retarded debates about the Holocaust being part of the drama today. Cause that's bullshit, it's just another silly excuse to justify homicide on Palestinian groups. They're killing the truth, I'ma keep it real in the booth. This is for my revolutionary militant groups. They pillage and loot, drop bombs and kill for a nation whose filthy invasion is terrifying children in basement. Every Israeli settlement is like a village of Satan, on the path of the righteous man, patiently waiting for the day they can rise up and cast out the demons. These fucking bastards deceive them, they only asking for freedom. And now the air that they breathe is the only thing that they got. When women and children get shot and they fail to get up, the Israeli media make sure they filter the stuff so it doesn't get to the public as they spill some more blood. This shit is enough, I can't fucking take it no more. I'm way beyond breaking some jaws, I wanna take them to war. The only time Palestinians get some media coverage is when they blow themselves up, so that's how they see by the public. But not me, motherfucker, I'm not being a puppet. I see the corruption, falling back asleep, not an option. Hey yo, the struggle goes on in the spider's web. Every day there's a chance for a violent death. And while you're fighting back, the lies are spread as the whole world seems to be blind to facts. Hey yo, the struggle goes on in the spider's web. Every day there's a chance for a violent death. And while you're fighting back, the lies are spread as the whole world seems to be blind to facts. Hey yo, the struggle goes on in the spider's web. Every day there's a chance for a violent death. And while you're fighting back, the lies are spread as the whole world seems to be blind to facts. Hey yo, the struggle goes on in the spider's web. Every day there's a chance for a violent death. And while you're fighting back, the lies are spread as the whole world seems to be blind to facts. Fuck your Jewish supremacy, you are truly the enemy. You are Zionist monsters, you're not humans with empathy. And the truth, it will set you free, but you still pretend to be the victims of this shit with your nuclear weaponry. Your military force that could bomb the whole Middle East, but now you tell the whole world you want is a little piece. But fuck that shit, no rest for the wicked. You will wake up to the smell of burning flesh from your victims. You will bathe in the blood of the women and children that you murdered, knowing damn well you were killing civilians. They bomb the shit out of buildings, they don't care who's inside. And if you don't escape in time, you might be buried alive. Or right before you die, you see the nightmares in the sky, approaching slowly, knowing you will probably barely survive. They don't care if you die, that is painfully clear. That's the way these Zionists have been behaving for years. They celebrate and they cheer when Palestinians die. Innocent lives destroyed while they're spinning their lives. They shoot at fucking school buildings when there's children inside. I guess that's justified in a war criminal's mind. It's time to draw a line in the sand, cause I cannot stand these spineless cowards that are watching people dying again. And all your stupid ass attempts to call me anti-Semitic are frankly pathetic. That's worth the Anne Frank in the attic. I don't hate a single Jew if they stand for justice, but to be honest with a lot of them I am disgusted. They can't be trusted because they tell lie after lie, and time after time you see what's on a Zionist mind. They're no longer trying to hide their true intentions. Genocide on Palestine, now they're too defenseless. And how the fuck can you accept this? Are human ethics no longer guiding us, or has the media turned our mind to dust? I cannot sit by and watch this happen. Any justification is really just deception. I hope you got the message, cause this shit's gotta stop. And now Palestine's the victim of a sick Holocaust. Situation flammable like the liquid in Molotovs. And these bloodthirsty animals think they're above the law, but they're not, see. Hating Israel does not make you a Nazi, and none of your judgments are gonna stop me. So to every little kid on the Gaza Strip, hold your head, no empty promises, something has got to give. So free Palestine and free Gaza. It's not a hashtag to me, I will always condemn these monsters. Hey yo, the struggle goes on in the spider's web. Every day there's a chance for a violent death. And while you're fighting back, the lies are spread, as the whole world seems to be blind to facts. Hey yo, the struggle goes on in the spider's web. Every day there's a chance for a violent death. And while you're fighting back, the lies are spread, as the whole world seems to be blind to facts. The struggle goes on in the spider's web. Every day there's a chance for a violent death. And while you're fighting back, the lies are spread, as the whole world seems to be blind to facts. Hey yo, the struggle goes on in the spider's web. Every day there's a chance for a violent death. And while you're fighting back, the lies are spread, as the whole world seems to be blind to facts.